So Homer Simpson would approve of this. Is it bad that I think of lingerie when I hear that word? And now I'll end with the illegitimate son croissant. Good morning, everyone. I am Napoleon Bonaparte with a Canadian accent, eh? Today we're on the hunt for the best croissant in Paris. My team has curated a list of all the best places to go to in Paris. These are the croissants that are talked about the most on social media. There are 5 things I'm looking for in a croissant. The first is the crunch, the second is the butteriness, the third is the overall look, the fourth is the smell, and the fifth is the most important, is if I want to keep eating the croissant. So for the first stop of the day, I'm going to this bakery called the French Bastards. It was started by a couple illegitimate sons. It turns out they're really good bakers. They're supposed to do croissants in a very unique way, so I'm really excited to find out what that is. And you know it's going to be a good place because you can see the bakery inside, so you know it's going to be clean. It's a very highly rated bakery as well. Oh, I'm getting a lot of looks. I guess I should expect that. So I'm really excited to try this croissant out. This is one of the prettiest croissants I've ever seen in my life. You can see on the crust here, there's lots of layers. And that's always a sign of a really good croissant. You want to have lots of layers in the pastry. I don't have a lot of experiences with croissants though. Even though I am Napoleon, you'd think I'd have more experience. It seems like it's pretty crunchy. I guess we'll find that out. It smells good. Actually, I have kind of a stuffy nose. I have allergies this time of year. I'm taking antihistamine. I'm not sure if they had antihistamine back in the 1800s, but I am taking that right now. Okay, so I'll try this out. Okay, so for that first bite, it was quite crunchy. It was pretty soft in the middle. This is a very decadent croissant. You can see there's a ton of layers here inside, and it's very airy looking. Makes it feel like I'm not eating too much. It's just a very well put together croissant. I'm not going to give you a rating yet. I'm going to have all the croissants at the same time so I can compare them more evenly then. So for my next stop, I'm going to Tout de Paine, but lingerie. Is it bad that I think of lingerie when I hear that word? So it's supposed to be a very highly rated bakery. It's more your traditional kind of bakery, and they're supposed to do croissants more of a traditional way. So I'm really excited to try this one out. So I think I should start gearing my YouTube channel towards kids. It's usually only kids that come up to me and ask for my YouTube channel name after I'm done filming. Anyways, this croissant looks more like your traditional croissant. It's smaller, it's not as pretty. You can see that there's many layers to it, but it does seem quite crunchy on the outside and it looks promising. And a little kid just came up to me and she told me that these croissants were really good as well. So let's try her out. Okay, this is awesome. Wow, one of the best croissants I've ever had. It's nice and crunchy on the outside. This one's more buttery in the middle. I think I'm liking it a little bit more than the other one. Even though it doesn't look as pretty, it tastes better. Now, this one's just full of more flavor, and it's a lot softer to the bite. Although it is crunchy on the outside too. So it's got the mixture of both worlds there. I got nothing else to say about this croissant, but it was delicious. And now let's go to the next place. All right, so my next stop is called Cedric Goulet. Cedric is an artist, so his pastries are supposed to look really pretty. So I'm assuming this is going to be one of the nicest looking croissants that I'm going to have. It's a very highly rated pastry shop, and it's right beside the opera. It's getting hot as a tea kettle out here. So this Cedric Goulet place is giving me a little bit of issues. I was going to film the best croissant in Paris the first day I got here, but this place didn't open till Wednesday, so I thought I'd film it today. And then when I went there, it turns out they're out of normal croissants, so I had to get this chocolate croissant instead. So I think I'm gonna be able to still make a comparison. I'm just gonna take a bite without the chocolate. Maybe there's not a lot of chocolate in here, but this is definitely one of the prettiest croissants that I've seen. It is the prettiest croissant that I've seen. And you can see it has a ton of layers and they're very distinctive. Oh, the top just flew off. I hate it when the top flies off. No, I like it when the top flies off. Okay, let's try a bite here. I want to try a bite that doesn't have the chocolate in it. That was a really interesting bite because as I bit into it, I could feel all the layers on my lip. And that was really cool. And I didn't get any chocolate here, which is good, so I can make a very fair comparison. I'm not gonna eat too much more. Well, actually I do wanna hit the chocolate part. It's very fluffy, it's very airy. It's not that buttery though. I'd say the last place had better flavor, but the presentation of this is just out of this world. Just a very well presented croissant. It doesn't even look like a croissant. It's got a different shape to it. It's kind of weird. I don't even know how they do this. Let's try a bite with the chocolate though. Kind of glad they're out of normal croissants because I wanted something different anyways. And adding chocolate to anything is always great. So for my next stop is Angelina Paris. Not only does it have a really good bakery, but it's a really highly rated French restaurant. It must be pretty good too because the line is massive. It's known for having one of the best croissants in Paris, so let's find out. Okay, so last one of the day, and I'm pretty happy about that because it's getting pretty hot outside. I'm getting really hot in this costume. This one looks interesting. It looks like it has a glaze on top. So we'll see what that's like. It looks like your pretty typical croissant. Let's try her out, see if it's any good. Oh, I like that glaze on top a lot. It adds some sweetness to the croissant. I don't know if croissants are supposed to be sweet. It's not that crunchy on top. It's a little crunchy, but not super crunchy. I think it's filled with butter because the bag's all clear, so Homer Simpson would approve of this. It's definitely gonna make you gain weight. I'd say this is the softest croissant of the 4 I've had, and softer than that other croissant Ramsey had yesterday. This is a really sweet croissant. I'm surprised how sweet it is. It's almost like I'm eating a dessert. I don't think a croissant's supposed to be this way. All right, I have a little bit left. Now let's go compare them all at the Arc de Triomphe. I bet I could make a lot of money if I just dressed as Napoleon and just charged people to take pictures with me. But I got better things to do. I got food to eat. And I got these 4 croissants here. I'm pretty sure I know which one's which. This is the one from the artist because it's got chocolate in it. So we'll try a bite of that one. It's a nice croissant. I took the bite without the chocolate here. And then this one was the one that's kind of sweet. It's so sticky at the top, the napkin stuck to it. So I don't really want to eat that part. Even though I don't think a croissant is supposed to be sweet, I like this one better than the artist one. It's got more moisture to it. And then I got this one here. You want a photo? Yeah. You want a photo with me in the croissants? We're gonna do that. All right. Yeah, no worries. Take her easy. YouTube channel? YouTube, Jonesing for Food. It's okay, me. Perfect. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Take her easy. Subscribe. So, yeah. All right, got another subscriber. So yeah, I like the sweeter one more than that artist one. And then this one, oh yeah, this is the first one that I had. Let's try a bite. Yeah, that one's tasty too. I like the look of the bastard one the best because it looks more like a traditional croissant, but looks pretty like the artist one. But it's not the best tasting. And then this is the Art de Tour or whatever that place was called. All right. Okay, there's no question, this is the best croissant in Paris. Oh, it's so buttery, it's crunchy on the outside. It smells delicious. It makes me want to just keep eating more and more of it. I'm gonna finish this one first because I'm enjoying it the most. One more bite. There we go. Actually, I'm pretty hungry. You want a picture?
Thank you.
No worries. The fourth. What's the fourth? I forget what the fourth is. What else about this?